second in the league in rushing with an eye on becoming number one. It's the Shamrocks and the Jags, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Dublin Shamrocks taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Dubliners, they too come in off the bye, so we should have two teams that are eager to get back at it.
And players are creatures of habit. You can bet they enjoyed the time off, but you know they're also ready to get right back into the swing of things.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading them out, someone who took the league by storm last year is the most famous Mr. Irrelevant ever. From Iowa State, it's Brock Purdy.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Purdy. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey, and it's 3rd and short. You look at this Jaguar defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 8 yards.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. McCaffrey following the penalty. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The 7th play now, this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's good for a Jaguars.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more.
Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Purdy now to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. Purdy to throw it on first down. Got his man, it's Thornton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Purdy will look to throw again here. And that is incomplete. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football, as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And it's fielded at the 34. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. Dublin's offense now set to take over. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Kittle's got his first catch, and it's also a 1st down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll will take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Jones now on the return. Now Jones. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Draw play. ETN. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now Lawrence going to get his guys to go quickly. From the 45 on 2nd down. Lawrence, fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
Lawrence will throw. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, it's Lawrence. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just a breakdown there defensively. It looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw. That's a huge play.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
The kick by McManus is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Final play of the half. Purdy. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that's going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Fights through, and now a crease. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. This is caught. Touchdown. Tyquan Thornton. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Shamrocks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 17-3. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So we stop for no gain, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
ETN up the middle. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. Not leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Dances by him. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Dublin's offense now set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Throwing here, Purdy. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
Touchdown, Jaguars!
Travis Etienne.
32 yards.
And the Jaguars take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
And Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this. They go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just called a running play looking to get a few yards. But he's able to work his way downfield and take it into the end zone. The end result, the exact same thing as going for it in the passing game.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
Here's McLeod from his end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter.
99 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Purdy.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding, offense.
And that's on big Mekhi Becton, 1st-round pick in 2020.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Purdy. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Purdy looking to throw.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Purdy now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Shamrocks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point,
and the lead now up to 14.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way
the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Now Lawrence throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Travis Etienne out of the backfield.
And it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 16.
Lawrence, now this is Etienne on the draw.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line.
It's 4th down.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence across the middle and into the hands of Ridley.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. Touchdown!
Christian McCaffrey.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Shamrocks have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete.
He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Lawrence will throw.
Completes it to Evan Ingram.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Lawrence.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And they're going to speed things up here.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
2nd and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Jaguars 17.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
And he is going to have a 1st down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
And now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked